everyone, I'm Kelly Jones and I'm back with another healthy eating tip. And today we're going to be talking about monounsaturated fats. When you talk about fats, just remember that every fat is going to be a combination of saturated fat, polyunsaturated fat, and monounsaturated fat. So the fats that we're talking about today are higher in monounsaturated fats. And the really great thing about monounsaturated fats is there's no debate about the health benefits, not from the medical community, the scientific community, or the people that support certain diets. It's just a great, healthy fat to ingest. The American Heart Association says monounsaturated fats can raise HDL cholesterol, so that's your good cholesterol, and lower triglycerides, and that can reduce a person's risk of heart attack and stroke. Now, the healthiest monounsaturated fats are going to come from whole food sources. So the first example I have here is olives and olive oil. Olive oil has been around for thousands of years. It's very rich in the antioxidant vitamin E and also polyphenols, which give it a wide range of health-promoting properties, especially cardioprotective and anti-diabetic properties. Another oil that falls into that category would be come from avocados and avocado oil. Now, avocado oil is just a great oil to work with because you can use it both cold and for high heat cooking. And it has an even wider range of health benefits. It can reduce cholesterol, improve heart health, benefit eye health, enhance the absorption of important nutrients, reduce symptoms of arthritis, help prevent gum disease, and also enhance wound healing. Another example would be macadamia nuts and macadamia nut oil. Macadamia nut oil is very heart healthy. It's a great source of antioxidants, and it too is a rich source of vitamin E, which may protect against cancer and a variety of other health conditions, including cardiovascular and neurological disease. Now, there's two other types of fats that you may not even consider being high in monounsaturated fats, and one of those is lard. Lard is the fat rendered from pigs. We typically think that any fat product that comes from an animal is going to be highest in saturated fat, but lard is an exception to that. It is a rich source of vitamin D, especially if the pigs were fed like non-GMO grain, fed well or allowed to forage outdoors and just be outdoors and be able to soak in the vitamin D from the sun. So if you're going to buy lard, do your best to get it from pastured pigs. And the last example I have is duck fat. Duck fat is an absolutely delicious cooking oil. It has a high smoke point, so you can use it for high heat cooking. And one of people's favorite ways of using duck fat is when they're roasting potatoes. So much so that if you were to use duck fat to roast potatoes, you might never try anything else. It's that good. Now, you may remember when we were talking about the polyunsaturated fats that I mentioned high oleic oils. And remember, high oleic means high in monounsaturated fats. Those would be the oils that would come from some sort of a seed. Now, if you really think about it, if you're going to get oil out of an olive, you're going to press an olive, that oil is going to come right out. But to get the oil out of a seed, you're going to have to do a lot more processing. It's best if it can be cold pressed or expeller pressed if you want to use high oleic oils. But just keep in mind that they are a lot more processed than the ones that we've talked about, and they just plain don't have the benefits that you get from a whole food source. The oils that we've talked about, the olive oil, avocado oil, macadamia nut oil, lard, and duck fat, all of those have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. They're all supported in the scientific literature as having health benefits. And the other great thing is they just taste great, just the way they are. Those high oleic oils, they still have to add a chemical to them to make them palatable. These oils that we've talked about taste good on their own. And if you kind of really think about it, I mean, how often does somebody take crusty French bread and dip it into virgin canola oil or go to a safflower oil tasting. It just doesn't happen. So anyway, I hope this was helpful, and we will see you next week.